These are such vile comments, but they are exactly what The View's audience loves. It is targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate. Another now. This is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they accuse the opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tension.
And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life. And they wrote lies. And I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation.
The ladies of The View may have thought they were untouchable, but Melania Trump just proved otherwise. In a shocking turn of events, co-host Sunny Hostin has reportedly been shown the door following a staggering $90 million lawsuit filed by the former First Lady herself. If this doesn't send shockwaves through daytime television, nothing will. So, what happened? Sunny, never one to hold back in her sharp-toned rants, allegedly made bold and unsubstantiated claims about Melania, statements that went beyond her usual fiery takes and veered into what some are calling outright defamation. While Melania has largely kept a low profile since leaving the White House, she wasn't about to let this slide. In response, she launched a lawsuit that's reportedly worth more than some cable networks' entire annual budgets. A $90 million legal battle isn't just a warning shot, it's a full-blown reckoning. Known for her outspoken nature, Sunny may have finally crossed a line too far, and even The View couldn't stand by her this time. Legal experts suggest that Melania's case has serious weight, with allegations that the remarks made about her weren't just unflattering, but could be significantly damaging to her reputation and career. With this lawsuit unfolding, the future of The View, and daytime talk shows in general, may never be the same.
Now, here's some news for you. The former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail, but she just made a stop on Fox News to promote her new memoir. Apparently, she's answered personal and political questions. Take a look.
American people need to decide what they really want. Maybe some, strong tweets, but everything else great for this country.
So what do you love most about your husband?
The lawsuit alleges that Sunny Hostin's comments weren't just opinions, but deliberate attempts to defame Melania Trump and her family. And let's not pretend this is the first time The View has landed in hot water. Over the years, the show has become synonymous with controversy, thanks to its polarizing hosts and their unfiltered takes. But a $90 million lawsuit, that's an entirely different level. Word on the street is that ABC executives were far from pleased with the financial and reputational risk tied to Sunny's remarks. We've defended our hosts before, but this was indefensible. One insider reportedly said, "As for Sunny, she has been noticeably silent since news of her exit broke. Normally quick to post on social media or make public statements, her unusual quietness is fueling speculation. Is she lawyering up, negotiating a settlement, or simply trying to avoid adding fuel to the fire? Whatever the case, this situation isn't fading anytime soon. And let's talk about Melania for a moment, because this move is a total power play. Often dismissed as quiet or reserved, she's proving she's not afraid to defend herself when it matters. Her legal team is reportedly targeting not just Sunny, but also the network itself, alleging a pattern of defamation and bias against her and her family. Some are even speculating that this lawsuit could set a precedent for how media outlets handle commentary on public figures. Could this be the beginning of a major reckoning for daytime TV? Meanwhile, The View is in full damage control mode. Reports suggest that Sunny's departure is just the beginning, with producers scrambling to review past episodes and clean house, worried that other past comments might come back to haunt them. Behind the scenes, the atmosphere is said to be tense, with some co-hosts reportedly wondering if they could be next. This lawsuit is making everyone nervous, one unnamed insider revealed. with tensions rising and the stakes higher than ever. One thing is clear: this battle is far from over.
His being, his humor, his personality, his kindness, he's very special. His positivity, his energy, it's unbelievable. So we have a beautiful relationship.
What do the two of you like to do for fun if you're not working?
To have dinner, sometimes quiet dinner or dinner with friends, and listen to the music, all kind of different musics.
I hear he likes to be the DJ.
He likes to be the DJ, and it's very fun night when he does that.
That thing needs a laugh track. It needs a laugh track.
I have to say, I was surprised when she mentioned his sense of humor. But I'm going to leave that alone and ask you all the question: will the candidate spouses getting involved like she just did?
What?
That's what it says. That's what it says. And you know,
If Melania wins this lawsuit, it could open the floodgates for others to come after The View. And let's not ignore the timing. Donald Trump has just been reelected as the 47th president, a twist that has already sent the show into a tailspin. This lawsuit couldn't have come at a worse moment for them. For years, The View has thrived on its anti-Trump narrative, but now that strategy may be backfiring. If Trump or Melania secures a major legal victory, it could change the game entirely. The big question now is, can The View survive this? Sunny's firing might be a last-ditch effort to save face, but will it be enough? Fans of the show are already divided. Some are defending Sunny, while others believe she got exactly what she deserved. Meanwhile, critics of The View are celebrating, calling it long overdue karma. They've spent years tearing people down. Now the tables have turned. One commentator remarked, "As for Melania, she's reportedly standing firm." Sources close to her say she has no interest in settling quietly. She wants a public apology, a full retraction, and yes, that $90 million. Whether she gets it remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: this lawsuit has already sent shockwaves through the media world. But let's not pretend The View is an innocent victim here. Over the past year and a half, the show has transformed into a 24/7 anti-Trump crusade, barely touching on real issues that impact everyday Americans, like the economy, the border crisis, and major disasters like the recent California wildfires. Instead, they've spent endless hours mocking Trump's tweets, dissecting Melania's wardrobe, and taking shots at the Trump family. It's as if they've forgotten their original mission, to bring diverse perspectives to the table. Instead of being 5 women, 5 viewpoints, it's become 5 women, 1 agenda. And while controversy has undoubtedly boosted their ratings, it's now starting to backfire in a major way. People are noticing the hypocrisy. How can they claim to stand for justice and fairness when 90% of their airtime is spent attacking one family? And now that Trump is back in the Oval Office, The View must be sweating bullets.
oh, this is my job.
Yeah.
So I'm reading it.
Yeah.
As I said, as she just did, will it make a difference here?
Well, I think when you hear Doug Emhoff, the vice president's, husband, speak about their relationship, I think it's very touching. He is behind her 100%. He's very loving. He spoke at the DNC, and I think he described a person that people wanted to know more about in person. I'm reluctant to comment on other people's marriages because I don't want anybody to comment on mine. But they've been married 19 years. And in my experience, people that have been married that long are not necessarily polar opposites, right? They have a lot of commonality. And so I think these two are simpatico. I remember that when Joy interviewed Melania on her show in 2011, she backed her husband's birther claims.
That's right.
That was on your show.
That was on her show. She questioned Barack Obama's citizenship.
A show that they took away from me. Go ahead.
Well, at least you weren't fired.
But I'm not bitter.
You were fired.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not only only is The View's favorite punching bag more powerful than ever, but Donald Trump is reportedly exploring legal options against media outlets he believes have defamed him or his family. While Trump has always been known for his tough talk, Melania's lawsuit proves that the Trumps aren't just about empty threats. If Melania's $90 million case gains traction, it's not far-fetched to think Donald might follow up with a lawsuit of his own. Could Trump actually sue The View? Legal experts are divided. On one hand, public figures face a higher bar for defamation cases. On the other, if Melania's lawsuit uncovers evidence that The View knowingly made false statements or acted with malice, the show could be in serious trouble. And let's not overlook the timing. With Trump back in power, he has far more influence to push back against media narratives he believes are biased or unfair. There's also speculation about whether the Biden administration has played a role in The View's relentless focus on Trump. Is Biden or someone in his camp quietly pulling the strings to keep the spotlight off his own administration's failures? It's a juicy theory gaining traction among the show's critics. After all, The View rarely addresses Biden's shortcomings, and when they do, it's often dismissive or defensive. The contrast is stark compared to their daily takedowns of the Trumps. If the lawsuit wasn't already messy enough, there's also speculation about Sunny Hostin's next move. Will she come forward with her side of the story? Will she expose what really goes on behind the scenes at The View? Former co-hosts like Meghan McCain and Sherry Shepherd have hinted at a toxic work environment. Sunny might just be the next to air the show's dirty laundry. Meanwhile, fans and critics alike are waiting to see how the remaining hosts will address Sunny's departure. Will they pretend nothing happened, or will they awkwardly spin it as a necessary move to protect the show's integrity? Knowing The View, they'll likely find a way to blame Trump for the whole ordeal. At this point, it's anyone's guess how this will all play out. But one thing is certain. The View is under more scrutiny than ever, and they'll have to work overtime to regain credibility, if that's even possible. In the meantime, Melania Trump is proving she's no longer content to sit quietly on the sidelines. She's taking action, and it's sending a clear message. Mess with the Trumps, and you might just pay the price. So grab your popcorn, because this daytime drama is far from over. Will The View clean up its act? Will Trump and Melania score a major legal win? Or will this lawsuit expose even more skeletons in The View's closet? Stay tuned. This is one show you definitely don't want to miss.